A gentle hum of expectancy filled Wednesday afternoon as dozens of smartphones lit up across living rooms, cafes, and stadium stands. At precisely the moment when the sun's rays hit the Catalan skyline just right, Barcelona's young midfielder Fermín López unleashed a salvo on his Instagram story that sent a ripple through the football world. Notifications chimed like distant thunder, drawing eyes to a profound declaration that felt less like a casual post and more like a personal manifesto. An electric tension crackled in the digital air. Where would this message land, and just how deep would its impact cut? He began with a statement sharp enough to slice through the lunchtime chatter. Bad people never win, nor those who look the other way, nor those who make betrayal their way of life and cowardice their flag. Those words, inked in bold white against an inky black background, resonated like a midnight bell. The stark contrast of black and white imagery, a triumphant image of Fermín himself, arms raised in celebration, the Barcelona badge glowing dimly beneath him, spoke volumes. It wasn't just a picture, it was a tableau charged with unspoken meaning. The effect was immediate. Fans leaned in, their hearts thumping, wondering whose conscience was being pricked. A ripple of goosebumps followed when the midfielder continued, his next lines dripping with quiet menace. It's only a matter of time. They lose every day because the makeup they cover themselves with every morning sooner or later fades, and they end up showing themselves to the world as they really are. In that moment, you could almost feel the makeup cracking, the facade crumbling like old paint under pressure. It was a vivid metaphor, cruel yet captivating, that invited the audience to peer behind the glittering mask of professional sport. Who exactly was he looking at? Who needed their makeup washed off for all to see? Silence fell as quickly as the post appeared. Then came the questions, whispered like rumors in a dimly lit bar. Was this aimed at a teammate, a manager, or perhaps at the battalions of critics in the press box? Fermín's refusal to point a finger only fueled the mystery. The plot thickened the longer the frame lingered on screens worldwide. In an era when so much is shouted outright, this carefully measured standoff felt almost cinematic, as if we were extras in a suspense thriller waiting for the next twist. And yet, as suddenly as it manifested, the post vanished. In a blink, the story was deleted, leaving behind only a digital ghost that had already been screenshotted, screeched about, and dissected. Consider the power of 4.7 million followers, all of them potential witnesses to a declaration that refused to vanish from memory. It's like throwing a pebble into a mountain lake. Even if you scoop out the water, the ripples remain. Fermín's choice to pull the post back only stoked the flames, prompting more speculation. What was so sensitive, so explosive, that it needed to be retracted? Into this charged atmosphere stepped another subplot, the simmering dispute between Barcelona and their captain Marc André ter Stegen. Imagine the scene underneath the palatial offices of Camp Nou, discussions buzzing over a medical consent form so consular it could slice 80% off the goalkeeper's wages under La Liga's new financial rules. Ter Stegen's steadfast refusal to sign the document painted him as both defiant and vulnerable. The club's management, accustomed to compliance, found themselves pegged on the defensive, frustrated at a player they revered. Now, with Fermín's cryptic lines and ter Stegen's contractual crossfire unfolding in parallel, fans began drawing lines between the two. Was there a secret alliance? A shared discontent brewing in Barcelona's inner sanctum? The answer remained cloaked in shadows. No official link has ever been confirmed, yet the overlap in timing, tone and emotional charge felt too precise to be mere coincidence. The rumour mill churned, grinding out whispered theories, each more tantalizing than the last. So here we stand at the edge of the unknown, hearts pounding in collective anticipation. What comes next? Will Fermín double down, offering more clues from behind the veil of his social feed? Will ter Stegen relent, succumbing to the club's pressure, or will he hold his ground and ask us to choose sides? As Barcelona's drama unfolds, one thing is certain, this story is far from over. And just when you think you've seen the last frame, another chapter emerges, daring you to lean closer, to listen harder, and to brace yourself for the next revelation.